My name is Murage. From Nyeri, a place called Narumoru. That's where I was born. And since I was young, that's where I stayed most of my years. I went to school, primary school, that area called Narumoru. And I finished my primary school. And after finishing my primary school, unfortunately, my mom did not get money to take me to secondary school, of which I was very much willing to go. But she told me that she'll take me to a course of fashion and design. And in fact, I didn't know that it was in me. But after I went to school, that's the time I realized that I had a gift in that work. I trained for 6 months, and then after that I was employed somewhere. In fact, sikuwa nimejua vizuri, but the one who employed me, she helped me very much, and I get I get to improve in that work. And I stayed there for 3 years. And then I started my own business, and that was back the year 2000. That's the time I started my own now. When I was employed, I tried my best and I bought my first machine, and after that now I started. It was very small, and I come up growing, and I stayed there in Narumoru town for about 15 years, doing the same job, and I used to also to minister in the churches. So wherever I go in church, they give me those orders to make clothes for the choirs, for the Wamama group. So that's how I got to grow. In the year 2012, I relocated to Nairobi, and that is the time I came to this place in Umoja, and I have been here since 2012. And also here I have seen me growing, because I started small, and up to this place I have seen great things. There are those people who have been promoting me, like Zubeida Kome at KTN. She's my client. I have been changing her wardrobe. Ashley Mazuri, I have ever made her wardrobe. And Trixie Gando and Wakesho, they are my clients. They have been promoting me. And through that, I have seen me growing. I have at least they made me have confidence of what I'm doing. And I like it. I was obedient. I loved going to church. I started in Sunday school, and my mom used to give me duties to take care of my siblings. And we are 8 in number. I am number 6. We are four boys and 4 girls, and I love them. They have promoted me so well in this career. One thing that made me to love it, it's because I didn't have anything else to do. And because I trusted God, I prayed about it, and that is the time now the thing started growing in me. And I started finding that when I do something, people are loving it. Now that is the time I started trusting myself and loving the career now. And okay, making something, and when I feel someone is happy and comfortable, that's the time now I started to know that this thing I'm doing, I'm not doing it because my mom trained me or took me there, but it was in me. Because if I can remember far back when I was in primary school, when we were doing home sciences, I used to be the best. And I didn't know when we do like maths in primary school. I remember one time we did fridge math and I was number 1. So the time now I found myself in this, I remembered that. So that thing helped me to believe in myself. My family members, if I can remember from far back when I was starting this work, they encouraged me by giving me some orders. I remember the first order I did for my brother for wedding, my 2 brothers when they were having their weddings, and that is the time now I started to believe in myself, and even them, they started believing in me. And also, I have a sister who is called Lydia. That is one of my sister, the younger sister. She has really helped me to connect me with people who have been really helping me to know what I can do. So she has been helping me to get more clients. There are sometimes I feel like giving up, especially when the business is down. Because you find that you need to have some money to pay the house rent, to pay the bills, and you find that maybe, for example, because it's business, sometimes it goes down. But I've been pressing up, and I have seen it working, not giving up. Yeah, I have felt like giving up, but remaining there has helped me so much. I can't say that there was a time I have ever lacked rent. Yes, the business has been there, have been going down, but have been getting. The good thing with our career, it's that, okay, even if the business is low, you must have something. Yeah? So what I do is I just go and talk to my landlord, and he gives me retro time, and within 2 weeks to 3 weeks, I'm up. One thing, I have been working in the church, ministering in the church, part-time ministry. Since I was young, I was doing part-time ministry, singing and also reading the services and interpreting. I used to interpret for my bishop. It has not been easy leveling the business and the work of God, but through the grace of God, I have been making it. It's just giving yourself time. You just balance your time. There is time for everything. When I'm in the church, I'm in the church. When I'm in business, I'm in the business. So it has not been easy, but I have been trying, and God have been helping me. I have been working. So the time I moved to Nairobi, I joined ministry in Deliverance Church Umoja. That's where I fellowship. That's my church. But I'm not a pastor there, but I'm one of the leaders. I'm a cell group leader, so I have a group that I lead. I have seen God in that ministry, and through that also it has also helped my business to grow, because through the group now, those people who come to know what I do, they do promote me. When doing the work of God, it's also sweet, when you see you're doing what you love most, because that's my passion also. And this far I have seen God. I have recruited even some leaders who are wenye wako chini yangu, na with that inanionyesha the work I do, it's growing even in the ministry. And also here in this business, I also train. I have few students, like the one I'm working with. I'm the one who have trained them. They were my students and I employed them, and many more I have trained. So I have seen the growth both in the ministry and in this work that I am doing. Hi guys, we are going for a short break, but we'll be right back. My passion and my purpose is to see my business grow to a higher level from where I am, of which I have seen it grow. This is not the way I started, but I'm still looking forward to grow more and to go to heights. And I would also like to move from Umoja to at least I go to town, and I see my business expanding. Also, I would like to have more students, because like now I have been training. Feel like the moment I have been having more students, it's the time I had like 5 in a span of 6 months, because they come in bit of 6 months. Like the one I'm working with, I'm the one who trained them, and then I give them a chance to do what they love most, and I can see they are growing also. Because now what I do is only to draft the design, and they continue the other part. So I would like to see my business growing. And my passion is continuing with what I am doing, and to move on with what I do. The importance of training these young people. Christine, you know, like now the young generation, far back they didn't like it. They believed that they believed that this work can only be done by those people who have not gone to school, and so I have been changing that through training them and loving it. And in fact, the ones that I have trained some girls from university. I have trained some girls who have finished their A-level, and they have been seeing that now the motive that was there, that the dressmaking and the cloth line can only be done by those who are not doing good in school. And so that is the important thing of training them, because we are changing that story that was there before. I remember even when I was going to school, when I was training this career, I was feeling somehow low, because we had that motive in our heart, when we were growing up, that this can only be done by those who were not performing in school. But that was not right, because I was performing. In fact, I had passed my KCPE. But since this is what I had to do, I did it, and I have trained people who have gone even to Form 4, up to Form 4. So that thing that was in people, it's no longer there. The challenges are many. If I can be frank, I can say that this business, it's somehow consuming. So even with the women, those who have their husband, unless you agree, sometimes they don't understand. Because there are sometimes you can be having a very pressing order that will take you longer hours, I can remember far back, there was a time I was married. I was married and we separated due to lack of understanding, because I could go home late and I had an order. I have a dress that the owner wants to use it tomorrow and it is a must. So I'll get late. And he could not understand me. He could ask me, what were you doing? Why didn't you finish early? You could come with it in the house and finish it. And that could not work because the client must go with her dress ready. I cannot go home with the client and start telling her to wait. So that's the most and the giant challenge that I've ever faced in my life. Another challenge is when a client need her order finished and you have not finished. So you have to cool down and try to talk to client and tell her it's just for a while, it will be ready. And I can't remember, or I can't recall one day that I have ever failed client, because I have been trying my level best. Even if I'll be late, it's only like with few hours. Another challenge in the ministry, it's how to balance the business and the ministry. But I thank God because the people that I have been serving with, they have been understanding me. Let's say we have a crusade and I am needed there by right on time. At the same time I have a client. They have been understanding me because of the line of my career. So there was a time we had a crusade and I was to go and start the meeting by 3 and I was late, but they understood. My highlights in this career, it's when I see my client on air, and even in the churches, in the front, like I do make for the choir. When I see them smart and good, I feel high. And when I see like Zubeida Kome, like a whole week working with what I have made for her. When I see like Wakesho doing the news and anchoring with what I have worked for her, yeah, I think I feel encouraged and I feel that I have made it. The lessons that I have learned since I started, one thing is to kuvumilia. It's good to uvumilie because there are sometimes you feel it's not working the way you would like it to work. Kutokufa moyo, usikufe moyo. Kama ni biashara unafanya, unapata, you needed this and you bado hujapata, usikufe moyo. Kutokufa moyo kunafanya upate what you wanted after some time. So I would encourage someone there outside, if you're doing something and you feel that it's like it's not working, vumilia, it will work, yeah, with time. Like I have said earlier, I was married and we separated with my girl. We separated with the husband and I had a kid, and also now she's my girl. She's my best. I love her. She's now 16 years. We separated when she was 4 years old. I have seen her grow, and in fact, she likes what I do. She does interior decor. In fact, she's in Form 2, and so far I've seen her. She started imitating what I do, but on a higher level. She likes being interior decor, so she decorates walls. In fact, she used to decorate the setting ya kipindi ya TV she does it with her hands. She tells me to buy a fabric, and she made something very good. So I'm happy to see I'm a parent who is bringing up somebody who likes to work on her hands. What I can tell someone who is undergoing that depression of separation, it's that I can just encourage her or him to just have peace, and ufanyie kazi roho yako. First of all, you heal. You take time to heal. When you heal, that's the time now you'll start rising up. But when your heart is still hurted, you can't move, even work you can't deliver. So what I can advise someone who is going through separation, that depression of separation, just work out your heart to be healed first. When you heal, that's the time you'll be able to produce something, because when you heal, you'll even be able to take care of your children. You will be able even to answer the question from the children, because they ask questions, very difficult questions, and when you're not healed, you cannot be able to answer them. So first of all, I can just plead someone to take care of your heart so that you'll be healed. After getting healed, you will rise again. That's not the end. Separation, it's not the end. We will bring up the children, and they will become something. Though our children must become something, even if we are single, even if we have separated, they will go far. One thing I wish I was told before I started this business is that, before I joined even the ministry, I wish I was told that there are sometimes that you will be expecting much and you get retro, because sometimes you wake to say, for example, when the business is doing well, like now we have just come out from December season and the business was very good and it was high, but I wish I was told that there are sometimes the business goes down, because that time of moving from getting money, you come in the business and you get good money, and all of a sudden we enter to January, February, whereby you open and you just get one client who is telling you, work, I will come and pay you later. And there before you were getting orders and being paid before. So I wish I was told that there are those hard moments, but I have learned through the hard way, and now I know, and I can encourage someone who is starting a business that not all the time we are high. There are sometimes we are low. And even in the ministry, in the work of God, there are sometimes you get discouragement even from the people that you are serving. You find that, for example, when you go through challenges, they may not understand you, but it comes a time whereby, with the time, they will understand you.